Hello, I would like to introduce you our new bale chopper model 866 Pro. It's a 6 cubic machine in our range. It's a really flexible machine which we can use for straw blowing, bedding, but also for feeding. We can handle both round bales, square bales, also silage clamp. Very flexible machine which features 2 shredding drums. And 2 shredding drums to have a lot of capacity for both feeding and bedding. The 2 shredding drums have a relatively small diameter, and that's why we have a lot of space in between the rotors to get all the material towards the flywheel. Behind you see the gray flywheel, and it is equipped with bolted pedals, which is really useful when you think about servicing. If you have something damaged on a pedal, you can easily swap it by another one. You don't need to cut or weld to repair it. The setup of our 866 Pro with 2 shredding drums gives the machine a lot of capacity, makes it also aggressive. Imagine if you have 2 or 3 bales inside the machine, processing the bales through towards the flywheel gives a lot of action. Therefore, we also have this comb setup in this shape, so the bale, including the rubber, the bale stays inside the machine and will not spoil material outside the machine. So keep the machine clean without any losses. Another nice feature is inside here. As you can see, we have here our sled and our chain, our scraper floor, and underneath we have these nylon ultra glide strips for a longer lifetime of the machine, preventing the wearing out of the bottom. Okay, let's have a look outside. The 866 Pro is equipped with a low and high speed gearbox for both feeding and straw blowing. Behind the guard here we have full access to all the hydraulics in case of any maintenance needs to be done. Really easy to maintain and easy to access for service guys. Main important thing here is the depth of the flywheel. I talked about a lot of capacity with the 2 shredding drums. You can imagine if you put a lot of capacity inside towards the flywheel, you also need capacity to get it out. So this area is 35 centimeters, which is the biggest in the market for good processing and high capacity processing of the bale. Another thing here is our remote control. So with the remote control you can adjust the tailgate up and down, and also the scraper floor forward, backward. When you're just loading the machine, it's helpful to do that outside standing with the machine. The last thing is behind the door. When I open the door, we have full access to the drive line. It's a pulley driven machine, of course PTO first towards the flywheel and then a pulley towards the shredding drums. And you can see here we can start up the shredding drums with help of this belt clutch. So an hydraulic activation of the belt clutch, then the startup of the rotor, which makes it easy to start up the machine blockage free without any issues. So our belt clutch solution for a blockage free startup of the machine. Here we can have a close look to our swivel chute. It can blow in all directions, and we have a 4-stage chute. We have 4 pivoting points which give the chute a really nice and smooth shape for a really far straw blowing performance. And this shape, it's now ready for feeding. So we have this area here, the feed can come up, and then we have a really nice area with a high guard here to prevent that material falls off. And then if we go down, we have here also the flap, which you can adjust in several positions for feeding closer to the fence, or when you want to keep it narrow for straw blowing, it's this position. Here in the bottom we have here this round rotating circle. which gives an indication which direction the scraper floor runs. It's going forward or backward, and you also have an indication of speed when you see the machine running like this. So, sitting inside the cabin, we have our terminal over here. I think we have a really user-friendly terminal. As you can see, it's one with big buttons, so easy to adjust. We have here our scraper floor speed, scraper floor direction. We can start up the rotor here with the belt clutch. But most important is the easy to use joystick for the swivel chute. Everything in one hand on a robust control box. So that's rounding up our walk around video of our Bale Chopper 866 Pro. Our largest machine, 6 cubic meter in our range of all our feeders and straw blowers. Thanks.
When farming means business.